Coming to the stage next, a very funny lady you may have seen her on MTV. Please put your hands together for Veronica Garza.
Keep it going for Matt. This is great. Yeah. No one watches MTV anymore. Who fucking cares, right? No one watches that shit. What happened? Someone asked me if I watched the VMAs 2 weeks ago. I was like, I'm over 35, baby. I don't know half of them new artists are, okay? Man, this is weird. I'm sorry I'm in a weird mood. On the way here, I saw this sign on the train. I hope someone else in this audience has seen it. It says, don't worry, even if you left New York, you're still a New Yorker. I wrote that shit down, all right? Oh, fuck that, all right? No, we all know what you gotta do to be a real New Yorker, right? Say it with me. Drink the blood of 3 people from 3 different boroughs. Or fuck 2 people named after the main cast of Friends, right? Yeah. I'll tell you mine, Rachel and Gunther. Central Park. I've lived in New York City for 10 years now, and it's crazy. When I first moved here, I lived in my car for 2 weeks, and when you tell New Yorkers that, they don't give a flying fuck. And I'm not impressed by that shit, but they are more impressed by the fact that while I lived in my car, I put an ad out in Craigslist for the passenger seat next to me. Yeah. Hustle. I'm fucking hustle. People would hit me up and they'd be like, what borough are you in? I'm like, where you need to be, you know? Roll down my window, show off the air conditioning. Fuck yeah, that's hustle. That's hard. I'm doing it, New York. Let's see, but yeah, I've lived here 10 years. I'm actually originally from Texas. And from Texas, I'm Mexican American. I guess I'm crushing it in entertainment. I'm basically Selena, okay? Yeah. You're welcome. I think that's an audacious thing to say though, because like I'm too old to play Selena. But I'm not too old to play the woman that killed her. No, that's true. It's bang bang. No. No, I need to calm down. I feel like I don't know. I have like tall energy, don't I? Like people when they meet me in real life, they're like, "You look taller on Instagram." What the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? That 1 by 1 square. But yeah, like I like tall energy, you know. But I'm 5'2". Thank you. There we go. I can't see you, but I hear you. No. But no, I'm 5'2". I only tell you that because if you see a Latin woman over 5'5", run away. That's a ghost. Right? It's true. It's true. Or it's 2 ICE agents in a trench coat. We that thing. You know? There we go. I don't know. Be careful. I don't know. I thought we were informal. I used it too. You know? Oh no. Right? I know it's Guilan. I know what it is. I know what it is. No, I can't talk. I can't even talk about my Spanish background at all. Now I don't know if they're laughing or mocking. Stupid Mexican. Who gives a fuck? That's right. I hate them too sometimes. Let's see, man. I'm in a weird time of my life. I went through a breakup in June. My girlfriend of 5 years broke up with me during Pride weekend, which is like the most homophobic shit ever. That for sure. But yeah, my girlfriend, she's interesting. She identifies as a woman. She identifies as a lesbian. Her pronouns are she, left, and me. So that's how you know I was sad. I wrote a pronoun joke. That's how you know I was sad. In comedy, we call that hitting bottom, all right? Sure, fucking dyke with her pronoun joke. Shut up and get over your breakup. No, my girlfriend was interesting. She took pole dancing classes, so I don't have to tell you she's white. they do Graham Street Avenue, whatever. They do that. She was, hella gay. Man, my mom, like, played softball while she was pregnant of me. So I like to tell people I've been gay since before birth. People will be like, when did you know, Veronica? And I'm like, second trimester. That's when you develop fingers. All right, you got it. That's all I I can tell by the disapproval you got that joke. You got that visual. It's a disgusting visual. Whatever, it's still there. I'm thinking about it too. Did she fuck her mom? I don't know. Having too much fun. Stop talking about incest. I used to fuck dudes, and the hardest thing for me was talking like dirty. You know, like if a guy and I were messing around and he'd be like, V, say something nasty to me, I'd be like, I didn't wash my hands after I went to the bathroom. That touch his face. Smell that, you know? That's Taco Bell. I'm a nasty bitch. You like that? Cuídense. Okay, cool. We're gonna have to stop with the Spanish. That part was at the first half of this set. Now it's going on to English. I don't know. Yeah, I couldn't fuck. That was the weird part for me. Like when I would fuck dudes, like I couldn't talk nasty. And a guy like confronted me about it once. He was like, V, how come you don't ever say anything nasty to me? And I'm like, oh, I'm scared. He's like, let those walls down and like let's talk about it. And I was like, okay. He goes, do you ever have any like sexy dreams about me? I'm like, well, I had a dream and it was kind of about sex. And he's like, all right, tell me. I'm like, okay, sit down. So you are in the bed in the middle of Dallas Cowboys Stadium. And he's like, fuck yeah, go Cowboys. I'm like, the sheets on this bed are blue and silver. And he's like, Troy Aikman. So I was like, I ride into the stadium naked on a horse. And he's like, is that horse blue and silver? And I'm like, do you want it to be? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, cool. Its name is Troy Aikman. He's like, fuck yeah. So I'm naked, I'm riding this horse, and I ride it to the bed, I hop off, and outside of my pussy, I pull out some handcuffs. He's like, oh yeah, what next? I'm like, I handcuff you to the bed. He's like, then what? And I'm like, I watch you get fucked by that horse. Troy Aikman's giving it to you. Touchdown. Then he finishes, and it's your turn. And then he's like, what? I go, so you gotta give it to him now. And I'm like, but you can't reach. He's like, oh man. I'm like, but I give you a stool. He's like, no. I was like, no, don't you worry. That stool is blue and silver. And you know how I know he was a gentleman? Because he still fucked me after that. Yeah. This was weird, but this was fun. And I'm Veronica Garza. Thank you all so much. You guys are so nice.
One more time for Veronica! Oh, yeah, man.